Title: The Unveiled Canvas, Belgravia, London 1890. The gaslit streets of Belgravia shimmered under a moonless sky, their cobblestones glistening with rain. Behind wrought iron gates, mansions stood like sentinels of opulence, their windows aglow with the warmth of aristocracy. Among these, number 13 Chesham Place loomed peculiarly austere, its ivy-clad facade hiding a secretive allure. Here resided Dorian Gray, the enigmatic darling of London's haute monde, whose ageless beauty had become the stuff of whispered legend. Lulu Von Poppètté adjusted her emerald green velvet cloak as her carriage halted, a poetess of radical sensibilities. Her verses, decadent, unflinching, had scandalized and enthralled the salons of Europe. Oscar Wilde, her dearest confidant, had penned his latest letter in lavender ink. Darling, you simply must meet Dorian. His portrait, a masterpiece by poor Basil Hallward, is to be unveiled. Bring your keen eye for the macabre. Wilde greeted her at the door, his carnation boutonniere wilting slightly. Lulu, you look deliciously ominous, he purred. Dorian's little soirée promises more than champagne and gossip. There's a frisson in the air. Can you taste it? The drawing room was a tableau of gilded excess. Candelabras cast elongated shadows over aristocrats sipping absinthe, their laughter brittle. Dorian emerged, his beauty almost blasphemous. Golden curls, lips curved like a Renaissance angel. Miss Von Poppètté, he murmured, kissing her hand. Oscar claims you see truths others fear. How dangerous. The unveiling commenced in the gallery. A velvet drape shrouded the portrait. Dorian's voice slithered through the silence. Art alone reveals the soul, does it not? As the cloth fell, the crowd gasped. Basil's brushwork was masterful, yet the portrait was wrong. The youthful Dorian gazed back, but his eyes were hollow, his mouth twisted in a sneer. A faint scar marred the canvas, as though clawed from within. Lulu staggered, her head throbbing. The air reeked of decay. She alone noticed the portrait's subtle shifts, the drip of crimson from a painted cuff, the shadow pooling at Dorian's feet like blood. Wilde leaned close, his breath hot with irony. Charming, isn't it? Quite alive. The party spiraled into delirium. A countess fainted, screaming of ice following her. A diplomat slit his thumb on a rose thorn, his blood seeping into the carpet where Dorian stood, unblemished. Lulu wandered upstairs, drawn by a cold draft. In a dim corridor, she found a hidden door, ajar. Inside, a studio lay frozen in disarray. Canvases lined the walls, each depicting Dorian, aging grotesquely. The final painting showed him corpse-like, a knife plunged into his heart. Behind her, Dorian's voice coiled. Curiosity is a vice, my dear poet. Lulu turned, but his face was a mask of calm. Art is a mirror, he said. Some reflections are unbecoming. Wilde appeared, his usual levity absent. Time to depart, Lulu. Dorian's moods are so mercurial. As they fled into the night, Lulu glimpsed a figure in an upper window. The portrait's Dorian, grinning malevolently, his hand smeared with paint like blood. Epilogue. Weeks later, Wilde gifted Lulu a sketch, a moth with her face, wings torn. A caution, he said. Dorian's name vanished from society sheets, his mansion abandoned. Yet Lulu's verses grew darker, haunted by a face in her dreams, a canvas that bled, a laugh that chilled. She wondered, often, who truly hosted the unveiling that night, the man, the masterpiece, or the monster. And in Belgravia, the gas lamps flickered a little dimmer.